What's up, everybody? We're back on Way of the Hunter, and it has been a long time since I've hopped on this game. But the big reason we're hopping on here today, because I told you guys that once they added something I was interested in, I would play it again. And well, it may be a small update, but they added a weapon that I have considered buying in real life. This is a rifle that I've debated on buying a couple times and probably will get one of these days. The Bergara B14. Now, I may be pronouncing the name of the company wrong, but this is a gun that I absolutely love. It is actually in the Hunter Call of the Wild as well. It's just not called that. It's called the 6.5. Because Call of the Wild uses very generic names, so they don't have to purchase like licensing and stuff like that. But this is the exact rifle that the 6.5 in Call of the Wild is modeled after. However, here in Way of the Hunter, this one's actually chambered in 300 PRC, which is really cool. Love to see some of the like PRC calibers getting added into this game. I think there is another one as well. Yeah, we got the 7mm PRC as well. I love it when Way of the Hunter adds these kind of like calibers that some people may not even know exist and are not as common as like your typical 300 Magnum, your 30-06, something like that. It's really awesome to see, and to see one of my favorite IRL rifles get added to the game is even cooler. I am really excited to hunt around with this rifle today, so let's get straight into it. Wait a second. That looked really big right there. Okay, we have a 4-star mature whitetail just kind of chilling out there. Maybe we can grow that guy in this video right here. That would be really cool if we could get him to be a 5-star. We'll kind of see what else is around the area, because there's definitely a lot more herds of like red deer and whitetail in this particular part of Matariki Park, so hopefully we can find something notable to take down today. This 3-star mature right here is looking a little bit older than the other 3-star mature here, so I think I'm going to take this guy down. I know it may be a mistake, but I want to shoot something decently sized for the video, just in case that we don't get anything crazy, just in case that whitetail doesn't turn out to be what we hope. Let's see what this new rifle can do. Apparently that, hold up. What just happened? Is it because I was crouched? Oh my gosh, that was the weirdest bug I think I have ever had happen. There's no way that just happened literally on the first kill of the video. That is insane, man. What a weird bug. I assume it's like a one-off thing, but man, that was interesting to say the least. I think we killed it though. Yeah, I think we definitely killed it. Looks like there's a good bit of blood. Now, if you guys are not aware, I do play on the lowest difficulty here in Way of the Hunter, and there's a couple reasons for that. One, I think the blood trails are just almost impossible to find when you're in the higher difficulties, and I don't find that fun if I have to spend 15 minutes trying to find the blood trail for just one animal that I may have wounded. And on top of it, for these types of videos, I love getting close-up footage with the camera for these videos to make cool intros and also to just give you guys a good look at like rare animals. So I play on a lower difficulty so I'm able to do those things and still make an enjoyable piece of content for you guys. For some of you, you may want to play in like the most realistic way possible, but I don't feel like that makes as good of content for the majority of people to watch. A lot of people don't want to see the super slow, like paced gameplay, especially on this channel since I am known as a grinder. So we tend to play on the lower difficulty. That way we can have less time tracking, more time shooting, more time hunting, and get close enough to actually get some good looks at these beautiful trophies in Way of the Hunter. So that was a 68% genetics. That was actually probably a pretty good one to take down. This had no chance at 5-star. I'm happy with that. We actually made a solid decision taking this giant red deer out. We've got a 2-star mature fallow deer. I couldn't see this guy becoming anything crazy, although I guess I have seen 2-star matures turn into 4-star matures before, so hey, maybe it could be something crazy. I'm not really too bothered if it has high genetics. We're just going to take it down because I want to test out a slightly longer distance shot. Let's get him. Smoked him. Now, I gotta say, we're gonna shoot it one more time. Because I just want to take a moment to appreciate the animations. I mean, look at that. Ah, that's beautiful. I really like that reload animation. Well, it just now died. I was driving around trying to find the body and then realized that it was just hobbling in front of me. Guess it wasn't as good of a shot as I thought. We might have spined it. Let's see what we've got here. That's a 71% genetics, so I can't remember if that can make 5-star. I don't think it can. I believe 5 stars are like 80% and above from what I've been told by the community. But we did take this guy down, and we actually did get lung. I guess it was just a really poor hit on the lung. All right, we're going to take down an elk. Man, I had a shot there, but he continued walking, and now we no longer have a shot. So we got to make sure that he actually like comes out from behind everything before we take a shot. I think that would have been good if she had stopped moving forward. Here we go. Smoked him. He is going down. Oh, it did it again. It did it again. It bugged out again. Oh my gosh. I don't know what causes that. That is so weird. I am really curious why that happens. I mean, our elk is dead, so that's good, but such a weird bug. There's our beautiful elk. Let's take a look at the shot we made on this guy. It appears that we did get a good hit. Love to see it. Love to see it, man. 53% genetics, so nothing crazy, but a good amount of cash. I love hunting the elk because they do give quite a bit of money. And the trophy elk look really, really good. Oh no! So some time has passed, and unfortunately, that whitetail didn't make it to 5-star. It died as a 4-star, so that is very, very unfortunate, man. Well, that is definitely something we need to kill. A 1-star mature sambar deer. Did not expect to see that over here in my good section of the map. Let's go ahead and blast this guy right here with the 300 PRC and see how it does. Smoked him. There's our sambar deer. Let's see what we got here. 25%. Yeah, you are not anything special, sir. Oh, let's go. I decided to go into a multiplayer server, start a private one in a higher difficulty level, because my brother has a theory that if you do multiplayer in a higher difficulty, that you actually do find more trophy animals. Now, I had always thought that that was not the case, that everything was always going to be the same across difficulty levels in terms of how many like big animals you find. But it seems like if you're in multiplayer, at least, from what my brother has been testing, it seems like you actually do find more trophies. And, well, considering I've done, like, probably 4 or 5 hours of multiplayer a few months ago and found no 5 stars in the lowest difficulty, not doing any time resets or anything, then literally the first one that I do here today in the Hunter difficulty, we find a 5-star. Maybe there's something to it. I'm not going to say for sure if there is, but I think it's definitely got some potential to be a theory that is correct. So I've got a bit of a problem. I don't know where the giant has gone. I'd like to get closer, but since we're in a higher difficulty, I don't know how close we can actually get. Please just stop for a couple of seconds, buddy. There we go. 300 PRC straight to the lungs. Where is he? That's him right there. He's going down. He's finally going down. Wow, what a beauty. That is a really nice looking tar. You know, since I brought it up, let me know in the comments, have you guys noticed any difference between the lowest and highest difficulty while playing in multiplayer? I know in single player, it's not supposed to increase the chances of getting like a 5-star, but in multiplayer, maybe it's different since it's generating a new population every time you open multiplayer. And there's our little tar. Let's go ahead and claim this beauty right here. How big is this tar going to be? I mean, well, it doesn't look big right here, but those horns look huge. Those horns look like they might be the biggest ones I have ever seen on a tar in this game. I actually think this might be my biggest one I've ever found. Well, now that I've got a few pictures, let's claim this thing. It looks gigantic, though. 85%. Maybe I'm wrong. It's only 85% genetics. So I don't think it would score super high, right? 458. I don't actually know what the minimum and maximum is for the Tahr. I think the max is the same for every animal, right? Isn't every single animal 500 at the max? And I think it kind of varies on what the minimum is. This might have just barely been a 5-star. Either way, we took it down, and we've got ourselves a beautiful Himalayan Tahr that will go in our lodge. Let's taxidermy that bad boy. And honestly, the brand new Bergera B14 did pretty decent. Now, I am not too familiar with how good the 300 PRC is in real life, so I can't really give any opinion on whether or not I think it's close to being like its real-life counterpart, because I am not familiar with 300 PRC that much. It's a very interesting caliber to see added to the game, because I don't think I've heard of it that much. I think I have seen the caliber a couple times mentioned in other games, but aside from that, I really have no knowledge on it. So is this accurate? Does it seem to perform like real life? Let me know in the comments. And if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel as well as leaving a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.